It's Halloween! Well, actually right now it's the middle of October, filming schedules and all that, but you know what we mean. Did you know that Brighton is the most haunted city in the entire UK? At least that's according to a newspaper report from about a year ago. Another report said that Edinburgh was, yet another said it was York, and pure logic of scale suggests it's actually London, but what the heck, we'll go with it. Brighton is the most haunted city in the UK, with around 130 named haunted locations, of which around a third are pubs. We're going to be concentrating on those, partly because we might get a free drink out of it, but mostly so we can drop in some dreadful spirits puns. So please join us for this Halloween special of Fact Me Up, where we run down the top 10 most hauntedest pubs in Brighton, featuring ghosts, woo, poltergooses, woo, whatever this is, woo. Roll titles. Can you have a haunted pub without an actual ghost? Seemingly yes. Brighton Beer Dispensary, formerly the Prince Arthur, is regarded as one of the most hauntedest pubs in Brighton, yet nobody has actually seen the spook in question. It's simply a case of strange noises, odd drafts, coffee cups moving around, etc. Now that it's a craft ale venue selling some very, very strong beers, a cynic might suggest that even odder things are likely to be experienced in the months and years ahead. Cheers. Sometimes a ghost isn't just for Halloween, and the Black Lions is also very heavily linked with Bonfire Night a few days later. Former landlord Derek Carver is one of the 17 Protestant martyrs burnt at the stake in Lewes in the mid-16th century, events that are commemorated by the people of Lewes each Guy Fawkes night when they set fire to pretty much their entire town. His name features on the martyrs' banners in Lewes, but his ghost reportedly haunts the cellars here at the Black Lion, particularly on the anniversary of his execution, which wasn't the 5th of November, but the 22nd of July. Spooky. Several Brighton pubs are haunted by former proprietors, including the Mash Tun, the Bat and Ball and the Sidewinder. Here at the Marlborough, it's not the former landlord Thomas Packham whose ghost haunts the pub, but his wife Lucy. The violent Thomas killed her in 1900. Incredibly, an all-male jury found him not guilty of murder on the basis of her being lazy, and instead he served just 3 years for manslaughter. Despite this tragic history, the Marlborough today is a very welcoming, safe space for all. Random sepia interlude. The Regency Tavern is supposedly haunted by the ghost of a young disabled girl who reportedly fell to her death around 100 years ago from a first floor window on thinking that she smelt a gas leak. There's also been accounts of a lot of poltergeist activity here, but seasoned spook watchers are unsure as to if that's the girl or the Grey Lady ghost of former landlady Emily Edlin. Yes, you get 2 spirits for the price of 1 here at the Regency. That's a pun, by the way. Don't come here trying to get 2 drinks for the price of 1 because they'll blame me. And other Brighton pubs with poltergooses include All Bar One, the Bugle, King and Queen, Park View, the George and the Mad Hatter. The latter 2, at certain stages in their history, had their cellars used as mortuaries. If there's a Grey Lady that you're after, you could also try the Sussex Arms or the Font. Anybody who's been to a spoken word night in Brighton will know that some poets can be a little bit tetchy. Perhaps they are taking after one George Bennett, who anytime there was a change of ownership in the Brunswick pub in Hove and they dared to remove his old Victorian poetry certificate, his ghost would kick off big time. Another pub that's ghost really doesn't like a change of ownership is the Bow Street Run. This used to be Hove, aka Brunswick, police station and is apparently haunted by a woman who died in the cells here. Another local pub that used to be a cop shop, the Eagle, is haunted by the sound of rattling keys. The Foundry, formerly the Pedestrian Arms, is haunted by a number of ghosts, one of which it's fair to say is not a member of Camera. It first started haunting the pub in 1979 when they introduced real ale and made a point of appearing in the corner of the eye as a dark spectral figure whenever staff would go down and try and change the ale barrel. I wonder what Mr. Ghost makes of the pub now. They do vegan real ale. You can't be happy about that. The Druid's Head is haunted by several ghosts. There is a smuggler, a lady in red, a floating nun, and even a couple of others. It seems that pubs in Brighton's Lanes area are in something of a competition to have the most ghosts possible. The pump house a few doors along has a poltergeist, a woman in white, and a woman in black. Although to be fair, they could all be the same person. After all, ghosts and other creepy crawlies are allowed to change their clothes. Meanwhile, here at Dr. Brighton's, the hauntings have included ghostly child's handprints, strange knocking sounds, and a man sat in the corner. That's a ghost of a man sat in the corner, not just a man sat in the corner. That would be quite a rubbish haunting. The Cricketers is reportedly the oldest pub in Brighton, although several other places also make the same claim. Ghosts here include a floating nun, possibly the same one that's at the Druid's Head. Maybe she's on a pub crawl. There's also a pale male figure in a long dark cloak. Either that's a ghost or Noel Fielding is in town. Other strange occurrences here include the sounds of smashing glass and bottles, dogs going crazy, and stroking. Yes, the ghosts here sometimes stroke you. Well, some of the pub did used to be an animal pound. There truly are a smorgasbord of ghosts here in the Cricketers, but I'm not scared. Finish this episode yourself. I'm off.
Back Me Up's #1 haunted pub in Brighton is the Southern Belle, formerly known as the Iron Duke. There are at least 5 ghosts in this pub. The shadowy female form upstairs, the little girl out the back, the angry man in the cellar, and there's another man at the bar with a dog, a ghost dog. Who wouldn't want that as their #1? Happy Halloween!
Next week on Fact Me Up, we leave Brighton and Hove and venture to the capital of bonfire night, Lewes.